Hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick backtest session on how I would backtest a model based on my DOTS bias indicator. It's a strategy that I actually use. It's a strategy that my friend made over $50,000 in payouts in the month of February just using literally this strategy. And I'm gonna just backtest the first week of February 2025. So this is we're in market replay. The date is, you can just see I started Monday, the 3rd of February. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, like I said. So again, these trades are based on the bias indicator, the DOTS bias indicator, and they're just some very simple rules that I'm following to just backtest this specific setup. So I skip the first setup on Mondays, or if there's a holiday on a Monday like Martin Luther King or President's Day, the first setup on Tuesday, I skip. I just found that oftentimes the first setup would lose, so that's why I don't take the first setup of the week. Being mindful of red folder news times, so if there is red folder news at 9:45, I will skip the setups if there are any setups from market open 9:30 to 9:45, and I'll be cool to trade after. If it's 10 a.m., the half hour, I'm more keen to take setups, but if there's a setup that happens at like 9:55 and there's red folder news at 10, I'm probably more inclined to skip it. The setup is very simple. So you'll see there are 4 dots. This gray row will turn either green, red, or yellow when the market opens. So you'll see once I start this backtest. And so when the dots are uniformly one color on a close, so it's a 1-minute chart, I'm just going to get in whatever direction. So if there are 4 green dots, you're looking for longs. If it's 4 red dots, you're looking shorts. And if they're mixed, you're doing nothing. And oftentimes I use the VIX to determine the point. If the VIX is, call it under 15, I'll just use 20, 25 points. If the VIX creeps up to like 20, you can use 30, 35 points, or you can use the ATR, which is right here. Again, I think the VIX at this point in time was around 15, so I'll just use 20, 25 points for testing purposes. And then I just look for 1R on the day. So if my first trade achieves 1R, I stop. If I have 2 losses in a row, I stop. Or if at any point on the day I'm minus 2R, I stop. Okay. So this is Monday, the 3rd of February, and being the first day of the week, it's a setup. Whatever the first setup is, I will pass. So here we go. So right off the bat, you can see dots are uniformly green. Again, if this was a normal setup, if this wasn't the first setup of the week, this is the close of this column, so 9:32. So the open of the 9:33 bar would be a long. But again, this is the first setup of the week, so this would be a pass. With the 30 ATR, that was 27. That probably would have been a stop out anyway. So you can see that there was a very quick flip of the dots back to green. So this column, the 9:34, is the first refreshed new column of uniform green dots. I need to figure out a cleaner way of saying that. So there would be a long on the close of this bar. So ATR is around 30 points, so we could even just use that. So 33, 33, and usually it's just a 1-1 risk reward. You could look left if there's any liquidity, so this could be a point if you're trading multiple contracts, so look for 45 points, but I'll just look 1-to-1, so call it 33 points of risk. And again, this is very loose. You can refine it however you want. So first setup hits Monday. is plus 1R. Very simple. So your day is over. Go on to the next day. And again, the system is based to start at the open of New York session. So the day has started. You can see the dots, have 4 colors now. They're mixed, do nothing. They're mixed, do nothing. And you can see, so now 3/4 are green. So you're, at this point, you're leaning that there could be a bullish setup. So right here, this bar is the first column of all green dots. Oh, I can even just execute. Yeah, so buy. ATR is 23, so call it 25 points. Close enough for government work. Close enough for government work. And let it play out. It's taking its time. There you go. Tuesday, 1R. So I don't mean to do this quickly, but this is just the setup happened right after the open. Enter, 1R, and you're done. So on to the next day. Wednesday the 5th, again 9:30. Market opens. Dots are mixed. Dots are mixed. And so now, right here, I mean, I skipped that, but let's go back. So the fact that 3 of the 4 rows are green, long is my bias. So I'm waiting for this yellow dot to go green with the other rows, which it does right here. So the ATR is around 20 points. I mean, you can use a Excel spreadsheet if you want to keep your dollar amount the same. So around 20 points is around $400 for a mini. There you go. Wednesday, 1R, and that's, there's no reason to be at your desk all day if you're trading just to achieve 1R. So 3 days in a row, it's pretty sweet, and hopefully we'll see a loss, so I can show you just how you just keep trading the system if there's a loss. Thursday. So again, this is just something that I'm back testing. I mean, it's actually, that's how I trade, so I've already done the testing like over time, but this is how I would use the dots if there's, if you want to do 2 dots, if you want to trade when the dots are mixed, if you want to trade like mean reversion, whatever you want to do. The dots are used to provide a short-term bias, short-term market direction, where the odds are likelier than not that when the dots are all green, that the market should move higher. Is it 100% certainty? No, but that's what backtesting is for. Okay, so Thursday, the 4th day of the week, dots are mixed. Okay, we see a little sell-off. See a little sell-off. Dots are mixed. Dots are mixed. Speed this up a little bit. And to be fair, you could if your eyes are trained to look at certain things. I mean, again, this is 1 minute chart, so you probably have other time frames up at any given time. But are you looking at fair value gaps? Are you looking at, so this blue line is the VWAP? You're looking at moving averages. Are you looking for breakers? Are you looking for different PD arrays? So for me, I'm just looking at the dots. I like to know where the VWAP is. I like to, I use the moving averages and another entry function. But for this specific backtest, I'm just looking what happens when there's the first column of uniform dots. So right here, ATR is around 20 points. I mean, it's close enough. There you go. I mean, this week is ridiculous. I probably should have picked the week where there were some losers, but maybe there were losers on Friday. Obviously, it's not always one and done every day. So hopefully we'll see. But see the logic? It's you're doing nothing. The first column of uniform dots, you're buying the close, and there you go. So, and the week, Friday, February 7th, let's root for a loser. Just to see what you do in that instance. Let's root for a loser. Root for a loser. So market opens Friday. If this was the first Friday of the month, that was non-farm. I'm not sure. Okay, right off the bat, first column of all uniform dots, 17 ATR. Use 20 points. Come on, be a loser, be a loser, be a loser. Nope. There you go. Okay, so this week didn't suck. The system is not always like this. So let me just run to, so you can see this week was up 5R. So let me run to, I mean, this would be ideal if every week was like this. Well, let me just go to the current, this past week, just to see, because I know I had a bunch of losers this week. So was Monday a holiday? I don't think so. Okay, so this is actually interesting. So the rules skip the first setup on Monday, and this I can just see without doing market replay. Is this Monday? Oh shit. Date, select bar, market open. So skip first setup on Monday. This is Monday the 24th. Dots are mixed, dots are mixed, dots are mixed. And here you go. So if this wasn't the first setup, shorting the close of this bar would be the play, but again, the rule, so the ATR is 25, 25, 25. This would not have been a take because the rules are skip the first setup, but this works, I think. So in this instance, it's kind of, at least for me, there you go, it worked in short order. At least for me, it's like, okay, your system worked without you. So it's like, let's not try to do anything drastic or idiotic. So you just wait for the dots to reset. So this was what I was talking about earlier. Or, so that was your one dot strategy. But another strategy is that I like to use, this could be another video, just using the moving averages. It's the dots are all red, so you're bearish biased. So there's a retrace to the 9 EMA. and you short the close, or I'm sorry, you short the bottom of the 1 minute candle that retraces to the EMA. So, I mean, this is another topic or video, but so 24, this would have been never would have stopped you out, but it would have been a little squirrely. But anyway, this is a video on the 1 dot strategy. So you're just, market sells off pretty good, so you're just doing nothing. You're just on the internet doing work. So the dots, clearly, if anything, you're not trying to buy. Could you have made money from here to here? Yeah, but it's like, would you have tried to long down here? Would you have tried to long here? Would you try to long? You would have got smoked. So yeah, did this work from here to here? Sure, but dots are red, so I don't even think about longs when the dots are all red. But I'm still, in this case, I'm looking for some kind of dots reset for the 1 dot trading system. So dots are mixed, so I would be looking for a new set of uniform red dots to continue with the trend. So dots are mixed. So here you might see how time becomes a factor too. So I don't trade dots or trade at all during lunch, and that's 11:45, 11:50 to 1:30. So here you go. So there are no setups. So I'll just fast forward through lunch. This is all irrelevant to me. I try not to focus. Sometimes, for ICT people, around 12:50, there's like a 12:50 macro. If there's a setup and it was a shitty morning with no dot setups, maybe I'll trade half size. But that's, if you want to just have very binary rules, just don't look at the market until 1:30. So here we go. So 1:30 comes around. Dots remain mixed. And here you go. Yeah, this might be a stop out, which is good. So you're shorting. So 20. Yeah, this will probably be a stop out. So it's past 1:30. There's a new column of uniform red dots. And yeah, here we go, our first stop out. So, and this is like a month later, but you get the idea. So this is a stop. So minus 1R. And here you go. There's a new column of all red dots. ATR of 18, so that's fine. And here you go. So minus 1R here, plus 1R here. And that could be the day. And if that's the case, then that's completely fine. Because you're playing the numbers game, the law of large numbers. So if you just do this over 100 times, 200 times, 500 times, it's not ideal to spend time in front of the charts and have it produce, 0. There you go. So, yep, so this day, Monday, was flat. Even though the first setup of the day worked, but first trade of the week I skipped, so what can you do? But anyway, that's just, feel free to backtest if you're in the room, the Discord. There's a 7-day free trial for the indicator. I find it valuable, and my friend who made 50 grand of prop firm payouts in February, all of his trades are based on the dots. And he's the one who kind of nudged me to make this available because I built this for myself. And if others find it useful, it's awesome. If not, no problem at all. But you need to find setups, entry functions that work best for you. So this is just an example. I don't even know how long this video is of a system that I use, that I trade with, a system that has helped make my friend $50,000 in actual payouts. And here you go. So this is just how I would backtest it, how I have backtested it. And so please take what you want and run with it. Again, this indicator is available for subscription or lifetime. There's a 7-day free trial. There should be a link in the bio or on my Twitter. It's at IrishWave. And yeah, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.